Welcome, this is Miss Cruz. Today we're going to read a book about a little girl that goes into the forest to bring something for her grandmother. Do you know who I'm speaking of? Did I give you some clues? Today we're going to read Little Red Riding Hood, retold by Candice Ramson, illustrated by Tammie Lyon. Little Red Riding Hood. In the cover of this book, I see a little girl. She's skipping, going somewhere. Somebody saying goodbye to her. Let's see, guys. A long time ago, there lived a sweet little girl. She loved to visit her grandmother. One day, her grandmother gave her a special present. She gave the little girl a redwood cape with a hood she had made. The little girl liked her cape very much. She wore it everywhere. She even wore her cape to bed. Soon everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother said, "Your grandmother's not feeling well." Little Red Riding Hood wanted to take a picnic to her grandmother. "Be sure to stay on the path through the wood," said her mother. Little Red Riding Hood promised that she would. Little Red Riding Hood skipped through the woods. She was very careful to stay on the path. After a while, she met a wolf. "Hello," said the wolf. The wolf seemed friendly. "Hello," she said. "Where are you going, little girl?" asked the wolf. "I'm going to visit my grandmother," said Little Red Riding Hood. "She's not feeling well." "Where does your grandmother live?" asked the wolf. "At the end of this path." The wolf wanted to get to the grandmother's house before Little Red Riding Hood. "I'll gobble up the old lady and the little girl," he thought, "and the tasty picnic too." "Look at the pretty flowers growing in the woods," said the wolf. "Why don't you pick some for your grandmother?" "Good idea," said Little Red Riding Hood. When she turned to pick some flowers, the wolf ran away. The wolf crept quietly inside grandmother's house. He tiptoed into her bedroom. Suddenly, she woke up. When she saw the wolf, she screamed, "Help! Help!" The wolf grabbed her and pushed her into the closet. Then he locked the door. The wolf put a nightgown and cap. He hopped into the bed. He pulled the covers up to his hairy chin. Little Red Riding Hood knocked on the door. "Grandmother," she called. "Come in, my dear," said the wolf with a high voice. Little Red Riding Hood went into the bedroom. Her grandmother looked very strange. "Grandmother, what big ears you have," she said. "The better to hear you with, my dear," said the wolf. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to see you with, my dear," said the wolf. "Grandmother, what big hands you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to hug you with, my dear." "Grandmother, what big teeth you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to eat you with," cried the wolf. The wolf jumped out of the bed. He tried to grab Little Red Riding Hood. She leaped away. The wolf tumbled out of the window. He was never seen again. Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother pounded on the closet door. Little Red Riding Hood let her out. "What happened?" said her grandmother. "I went off the path to pick up some flowers," said Little Red Riding Hood. "I think you learned your lesson," said her grandmother. "I'm just glad we're both safe." Then Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother enjoyed their best visit ever. Little Red Riding Hood. Thank you for watching the video of Little Red Riding Hood. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, don't be fooled by the wolf. I'll leave you here with a video of the beautiful forest. Thank you for coming.